Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the Nerdy Geographer. Today we are listing the 10 geography facts that will blow your mind. The geography of a planet is a fascinating topic, unearthing some amazing facts and trivia about our world, some of which are not too commonly known. For example, did you know that the sand from the Sahara Desert fertilizes the entire Amazon rainforest? Or the fact that Australia is wider than the diameter of the moon? Let's now look at some 10 insane facts about this wonderful subject. Number 10, there's only one country between Norway and North Korea. Now, I did not mean that alphabetically, although that may be true, but Norway and North Korea are separated by the behemoth Russia, which spans all the way across Asia and Europe. Now, this is quite atrocious when you think about it, right? And speaking of Russia, this country spans a whopping 11 time zones. Now, just imagine that you live in Kaliningrad and your best friend lives all the way across in eastern Russia. You could just be waking up to start your day while your friend would be ready to hit the sack. That's ridiculous when you think about it, because you both live in the same country. Number 8, there's a fence in Australia which is more than 5,600 kilometers long. The dingo fence, as it's called, was first built in 1880s and was designed to keep the dingoes away from southern Australia, which was considered the fertile part of the country. What is a dingo, you ask? Now, dingoes are a species of wild dogs which are found only in Australia. Back in the day, these dingoes preyed on sheep, and this is one of the reasons why this fence was built, to keep the dingoes away from the region. And for those of you who are still curious, I'll include the links to the articles about the fence and the dingoes in the description. Do check it out. Number 7, more than 50% of the global population lives inside this tiny white circle. This map was submitted by a Reddit user a couple of years ago and just shows how densely populated Asia is. Some of the countries within the white circle include India, China, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Japan, and the Koreas, all of which have massive population numbers. Quite incredible, isn't it? Number 6, France shares its longest land border with Brazil. Yeah, you read that right. This is mainly because of the fact that France has an overseas territory called French Guiana in South America. Brazil shares a land border with French Guiana for about 730 kilometers, making it France's longest land border with any country. Within continental Europe itself, Belgium has the distinction of sharing the longest land border with France with about 659 kilometers. Number 5, Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt. Now, we all know Egypt as the land of the pyramids, but did you know that its neighbor to the south has the most number of pyramids in Africa? Sudan has roughly about 200 pyramids of different sizes and are also much older than the pyramids of Egypt. Number 4, Continental South America is further east than Detroit, USA. Now, if you were to draw a straight line to the south of the city of Detroit, it would not touch the South American continent. This is due to the fact that the location of South America is weird with respect to the location of North America. So it seems offset all the time. Before we count down to the final 3, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment with the craziest geography fact that you've come across. Number 3, Jordan's capital Amman was once called Philadelphia. No, really. Now, more than 2,000 years ago, the region of present-day Amman was ruled by the Macedonian ruler, Ptolemy Philadelphus. He renamed the city to Philadelphia when he ruled the region between 283 and 246 BC. Ptolemy Philadelphus was in fact the son of Ptolemy I, who was Alexander's general and companion. Number 2, Liechtenstein and Haiti had the same flag until 1936. This was one of those remarkable coincidences in the world of geography. Both Liechtenstein and Haiti had independently come up with the same flag design down to the same colors, and both were in use for many years until they met during the 1936 Summer Olympics. In fact, both countries were surprised that they had the same flag. So a year later, in 1937, Liechtenstein added a crown to their flag to differentiate themselves from Haiti. Fascinating, isn't it? Number 1, the Pacific Ocean can fit all continents. Now, as insane as this sounds, this is very true. The Pacific is so massive that it can fit all continents of the world and still have enough room left. The 2D maps that we see in everyday life, on globes, on the pictures, don't do justice to how ridiculously large the Pacific actually is. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment with a crazy geography fact, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.